URT, who are we? We are T, who are we? This is the URT. You are the URT. We are the URT. Welcome to the URT. Big up the URT. Easy does it, people. We're out in nature. Big up to all you lot. Big up the URT. How are we doing, people? Lovely Sunday afternoon. We're in the sun. We're on tour. We're in the middle of the heart of Moss Side, people. We're on the heart of the hood. And we've got the lovely, lovely greenery behind us. I just thought it's sunny out here. No longer in a stuffy flat. Big up to Anna Kushka. Just here watching the tennis. I just thought I'll do a quick show. Big up King Sol. I hope you're well. Big up to everybody. I hope all the whole family's well. Big up Carla Derbyshire. Big up the people. Big up Dan. Early birders. Let's be having you. We're getting a thriller at Old Trafford. Jason Triller with a full moonwalk on the pitch. You know this. Bring it on, man. Bring it on. Big up Jarvis. Hold tight, Jarvis. His man Nicholas J. Jackson might be coming to Old Trafford. Big up to everybody. Yeah, man. Listen, I hope you're enjoying your Sunday wherever you are in this world, people. Big up to all the people in the UK, innit? Big up to all my Christians worldwide. Happy Sunday. I hope it's a day of rest and it's love to you all. Big up Peter. Peter says, day 13 and it's crickets at Old Trafford. But that's why we're here, to ask the big questions. There's no other channel is asking. Will Glazer Ineos sign a goalkeeper? Now that we know Andre Onana is injured, will they do that? That's one of the questions, and I want to get the vote in. And the other thing is that we're going to be asking is, will Mbeumo report for Brentford preseason tomorrow? Because that will give you a lot of clue. Is Mbeumo now going to try to force the move to Manchester United? He's not going to turn up tomorrow at He's supposed to be turning up tomorrow for pre-season at Brentford. Is he not going to turn up now? If he doesn't turn up tomorrow, then that means something in the next couple of days, maybe in the next couple of weeks. If he turns up for training, then it's good night Vienna. It's then what's going to happen. So tomorrow is a very important in terms of this long drawn-out saga of Brian Mbeumo to Manchester United. Would he return to pre-season tomorrow? Would he do that? Big up, man. Yeah, man. Big up, Nathan. Big up, Nathan. Big up, Nura. URT, live from South Africa. How's the weather in South Africa, Nathan? Because my boy is always telling me, my boy Lesso's always telling me, I'm cold. It's freezing out here. I know it gets colder at night, obviously, but let me know what the temperature's saying. Please, people, smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Listen, I don't trust Tom Heaton. Tom Heaton is old. He's a granddad right now. Bandia showed that season that he's not good enough. He showed it in the league that he's not good enough. In some of the cup games, maybe he did well. He saved that penalty against Arsenal. He made amazing saves. But let's be real, people. Manchester United need to go and sign a goalkeeper. We need to go and sign a goalkeeper. We cannot be messing about with this. It's imperative that Manchester United start the season well. And if you put in Bandia or Heaton in there, what is that really going to tell the opposition strikers or the opposition teams? Manchester United need to go out and go and get a goalkeeper. But that'll be the community poll. Let's get into it, people. Let's get into this poll. Make sure you get involved in the poll. And most importantly, people, like, share, subscribe to the channel. We're shadow banned, but we don't give a damn. It's free Palestine every single second of every day, of every minute, of every week, of every month. This is who we are, people. This is who we are. Well, will Glinios sign a goalkeeper? Onana is out for the start of the season. Yay or nay? Yay or nay? Get involved in the community question, people. Get involved in the poll, and more importantly, smash that effing likes on the video. Let's go. Let's be having you, people. Let's be having you, lot. Let's be having you. Let's smash the likes. Let's get to 60 likes ASAP. Let's get to 60 likes ASAP. Big up. Yeah, of course. Not that far from your dad. Big up. Big up to you. Big up to you, Saul. Big up to your dad. Big up to the whole family. Big up Rosa. Big up Sarah. Big up your mum. They have a month ago. I'm sure there's reports saying Bandia is gonna leave. Gosh. Yeah, big up to Shekarian as well. Big up Noah, man. East Africa crew in the house. Let's be having you. Let's be having you. Let's see if we can get this camera down a little bit. Let's see if we can see each other clearly, people. But yeah. I don't know, I might do. I'm only around the corner from me, so I might go around. But you better have a fan. You better have a fan. I might go around there. You better have a fan. The fact that you should be singing, signing the goalkeeper regardless if Onana was fit or not. Where is the planning? Well, Amar Barada told them that he's planned. But the bootlickers, Peter, are going to be bootlicking. The sheep are going to be sheeping. We can't do anything about that. But yeah, Heaton, I would not be happy as a manager to be starting the season with Bindia or Heaton. I would not be, honestly. I genuinely would not be doing that. Let me just see if Lesso's about, Let me send him the link. Big up, people. Let me see if Lesso's about, Internet acting a bit funny out here. Big up Phil, by the way. Big up Phil FC. I'll be sharing his I will be sharing his there we go. Let me just send this to Lesso's about. Jump on if you're free, man. Jump on if you're free. But yeah, people, let's talk about it. How much confidence have you guys have in buying Dia or Heaton to have a good start, to help Manchester United have a good start to the season? How many of you? I'm curious. How many of you genuinely believe that buying Dia or Heaton in net is a good idea? Big up Luani. I'll send the link to Luani. Let me just send this link to Luani. Yes, big up Luani. I'll send the link to you now. There you go, King. Jump on if you can. Big up to you, man. I hope you're well. In the madhouse, the mad place, mate, the empire. You're in the belly of the beast. So there we go then. So most of you are not confident at all. Not convinced to both. So then this is where we're at. Manchester United need to go and sign a goalkeeper. They need to go and sign a goalkeeper. That's what Manchester United need to do. They need to go and sign a goalkeeper, and they need to stop effing about. They need to stop messing about and go and sign a goalkeeper. That's what they need. That's what they need to do. I hope most of you in the UK are taking in plenty of water. You're putting the sunblock on. You're getting the factors on, and you're looking after the dome, looking after the head, making sure you stay hydrated. You keep in the shade sometimes and out of the shade. If you're sunbathing, you've got the sunblock on. Don't believe the hype, people. Black people need sunblock as well. Don't believe the hype. You want Retes from Toulouse. Okay, is he a good goalkeeper? Big up Theo. Madhouse. Understatement. Yeah, it's the Madhouse, bro. But I've sent you the link. I've just sent you the link on X, so jump on when you're ready. Big up Nuruddin. We haven't learned anything from 12 years. Pursue a player all season, but don't get him miss another targets along the way. When it's too late, the window closes. We're a laughing stock. Yeah, man, Sajinda, 100%. This is who we are. Yeah, Lemons. I hope we don't. Yeah, I'll take Lemons, 100%. I see. Big up to you. I really like Lemons. Yeah, I'm coming back from the beach. Really nice today, but the water's really dirty. What beach did you go to? Is there a beach in Yorkshire? Is there a beach in Yorkshire, people? Let me know what beach you went to. But yeah, people, how many likes were on the video? Let me just check the poll as well. 62% of you said they're not going to sign a goalkeeper. 40% of you are keeping the faith, thinking they're going to sign a goalkeeper. So it's 60-40 split at this moment in time. But people, we haven't got to 50 likes yet. How come we ain't got to 50 likes yet? Let's go. Let's get to 50 likes. I don't know what's stopping you people, man. Let's get to 50 likes. Southport Peach. Yeah, pick up. Southport Beach, yeah, I know. That's Alien Tenno land. That's you should have got hold of Alien Tenno. He would have showed you around. Alien Tenno would have showed you around, man. He would have showed you around. Alien Tenno would have showed you around, no problem. Near Liverpool, I've been to Southport Beach, it's lovely. I've been to Formby as well. Formby's lovely as well. Formby. But I've been actually, the sun's gone behind there, so I don't need this anymore. You can see me, but I can see you. Big up to everybody. Keeping an eye on the tennis as well. We're keeping an eye on the tennis as well, man. We're keeping an eye on the tennis score as well. Skinner's got Alcaraz on the ropes as we speak right now. Alcaraz is on the ropes. On the rope. So yeah. We're on to the fourth set now. 2-1. But big up, man. Big up to everybody. But yeah, honestly, I genuinely think this is a huge opportunity for Manchester United to go into the goalkeeping market and get themselves a goalkeeper. I really, really believe that. I really, really do believe that. I really think it's so important for Manchester United to go and do that. To be able to get themselves a goalkeeper is so important and so vital. Because we're not starting the season in madness. I really, really do not want to start in madness. Big up
Hey, big up, my brothers. Big up the army.
Yeah, bro, we're just talking about then the importance of signing a goal and getting a goalkeeper so that the team is ready for the start of the season is so vital. I don't trust Heaton and I don't trust Iron Beer. He showed us against Villa last season that he hasn't got the temperament yet to start the game. He might be able to start in the first game, but he hasn't got the temperament yet to start these games. So that's what I'm suggesting for the goalkeeper is vital. And I don't want to be waiting for Onana. Hamstring sometimes can take time. You just to play it back too early, can go again. You know what I mean? So they need to do it. They need to go and get a goalkeeper. If they ever needed it, it's about that. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
Can you hear me very well? Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I see you out there getting some sunshine. Like the necklace, though, representing. So concerning the goalkeeper, I think they will sign a goalkeeper. I'm gonna be somewhere in the middle. They will sign a goalkeeper. Just don't know if the goalkeeper will be good enough to displace Bayende. That's gonna be the thing. They now it look like they're not going to since it's an area that they didn't expect will be um in vacancy. I don't think that they put any money aside for that kind of situation. So they will definitely sign somebody to keep the nerves calm for the fans, but he won't be good enough to displace Bayende. That's my opinion. And how long is Onana out for?
First, they said he's going to be out at least miss 6 weeks. But then they're saying, oh, his injury is not that bad. But listen, what's the point of rushing him back?
I mean, with goalkeepers, usually they can bring them back earlier
Yeah,
than I don't know what exactly he's out for, but they can bring them back earlier than the other players and
yeah.
than an outfield player. So he also depend on his recovery journey. If
Hmm.
he's recovering fast enough, I think they probably not going to sign any. And my guess is they will sign just to appease the fans.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But I genuinely do think Manchester United need to go and sign a goalkeeper. They need to go and sign a goalkeeper. I
Yes, so
really think they have to sign a goalkeeper. And I think that this is the best opportunity to go and get a goalkeeper to start the season with, other than waiting on the goalkeeper to recover. That actually makes the whole stadium nervous. You know what I mean? Nobody's got any confidence in Onana in the fan base. I don't think even the Onana fans have any more faith in him anymore.
yeah, but you see
Sign a
where
goal,
you
and
coming from.
I genuinely do think you can get a good, decent goalkeeper, but
But you see where you coming from. You coming from the fact that you think that Onana and both Onana and Bayende are not good enough anyway. So you already expect them to sign a goalkeeper. I don't think they see it that way. They were going into the season with those two. So it's very likely that they didn't budget for this kind of situation. So, like I say, even if they're going to sign, it's not going to be what we expect. They're not going to shell out money for a well-known name uh, goalkeeper. So we wait and see.
we definitely wait and see, people. Will definitely wait and see. Um, I just think it's Manchester United, not to, I mean, it's Ineos not to be able to sign. You know what I mean? To be able to do what needs to be done. Soon it's a bit strange. Onana out till the window closes shut. He has his agent advised him to do a Luke Shaw, Phil Jones, and get injured during the window, so he can't be sold. Definitely something going on here. Yeah, bro. Everything's open to conspiracy now because there is zero trust in anybody in this football club, whether it's a player, whether it's the coach, whether it's the director, whether it's the director of football, whether it's the CEO, whether it's the owner. I don't trust anybody. So everything's open to interpretation. You shouldn't have played on the wing to begin with, like the clown, and wonder why he pulled his hamstring. Well, but that's what they do in it. That's what they do. Mess about FC. That's what they're doing, people. That's what
I,
they're
I,
doing. They're
I don't
messing
think it's
around.
I don't think there is any conspiracy theories. Yes, if you say we don't trust this board, fine, I agree. They have the track record to not to earn that trust. But in terms of conspiracy theory, I don't think it's really that. When it comes to goalkeepers, it's fairly simple. It's either the coach rates you or not. It's either you can do a job for the coach or not. When I look at Onana's relationship with Amorim, this is a situation he didn't come out and say that he does not want Onana um, in the team. Yes, during the season, at the point he sidelined him for Bayende. We all saw how it went. or so he have to bring him back into the starting lineup. It looked like Onana is his main man. So as long as you still have the confidence of the coach, I don't think the board will go out their way to spend money to bring in somebody else. So I think at this point in time, Onana is a mainstay, even with his injury. So they're now going to really bring somebody, try to upset that line of think. And by the way, I don't know if the goalkeepers are important in the way Amorim want to play his system, because I've never heard anybody say anything about he need a specific type of goalkeeper, especially when he was at his previous club. So that's where I stand on that.
Definitely. Let me just have a look at the poll. I asked the poll what we're doing. A lot of people think that Ineos are going to sign a goalkeeper. 42% people are saying they're going to sign a goalkeeper. 58% are saying no, they're not going to sign a goalkeeper. It's actually closer than I thought.
I voted he's going to sign. I voted that they're going to sign a goalkeeper, but I might be different from the people who vote they're going to sign a goalkeeper for the fact that are just in the middle. They're going to sign a goalkeeper, but he's not going to be what we expect. But I think people still have high hope. These guys have made us such a desperate bunch of fans that we all hang on to every little hope we can. But their track record is just abysmal when it comes to the way they're conducting their operations. Sometimes, as a fan, you just have to sit down and admit that we are dealing with a board, we are dealing with owners that just do not give a damn. They don't give a damn. You can see it two way. If they can make any sign. All this thing is dragging, and they're moving slowly. So far, they signed one or two players, and everybody else has completed their business. You can look at this as pure incompetence, that they're not able to make things happen because players don't want to come here, or they're just not meeting the term with the agents and the other team. Or you can also, if you try to be overly positive and say that, oh, you know what, all the deals have been completed and they're just sitting on the deals to announce it at the right moment. That's even worse. Think about it. That's even worse. That's like you trying to leverage the fans' emotion, and you are not looking at your coach success, because your coach needs his players to be there in training, get acclimatized to each other, and have a little have some the first talk with them. But you don't care about that. You just holding him hostage, and that's the issue. So yeah, both ways it doesn't look good both ways. So
How's your boy feeling about Chelsea game tonight?
yeah, he just came back from the gym, so I guess we're going to be watching it together at the point. You know.
Are you gonna wind him up if they get smashed?
You know what? I'm in protest of the competition. So even though I'm gonna sit down and watch it with him, it's not going to be. I'm somebody who believes like in the right thing. That competition is just a money grab. It's something they didn't care about the well-being of the players. They didn't care about the the quality of the product. They just it's just another way of them to please the Super League aficionados and make a little bit more money. So I'm disgusted by what they're doing. Plus they're playing on an artificial turf too, and a lot of people have been complaining about that. So yeah, it's for me it's too much football. Season is over. Everybody have to go find something to do and leave the players alone. Let them have their time with their family. Let them come back recharged and ready to give us a better quality product. What they're doing is just nonsense.
Yeah, definitely. Big up. I will never believe in the structure ever as an elite enough experience enough to take one of the biggest clubs in the world. Yeah, definitely, Andrew Ellis. It's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens um, for the for Manchester United to see what happens, and also this gimmicky Club World Cup is so gimmicky, man. Honestly, I agree with you. I don't really rate it. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of it. But I'll be watching to see PSG destroy Chelsea tonight.
Think
I know
about
that
it
Chelsea
this
were going to
way.
make it
Think
happen.
about it
But
this way, Nuruddin. A few years ago, about a few years ago, I think I was back home, back on the still on the continent. I was watching the Confederation Cup, right? That was an extra competition um after the season, and right in front of my eyes, I watch Mark Vivian Foy, peace to his
oh,
soul, just die on the pitch, and and they don't talk, they don't. Yeah, they can say whatever they want about the cause, but we don't need that extra competition because the body get to a point where it's exhausted. This is physical situation that's just the body cannot handle itself. I
yeah,
don't care how many doctors you have and everything and all those specialists. There are certain phenomena that still cannot be explained.
yeah,
We need to give the body a rest, the mental a rest. Let those players go to their families.
yeah,
We have our players go to Malaysia and they flipping fingers to the fans, and we don't know why they flipping fingers. They didn't want to be there. They don't want to be
yeah,
there. People acting out of character. Ahmad, Ganacho, flipping fingers. They didn't want to be there. Leave them alone.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. It's going to be very interesting. Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. Um, I yeah, I don't want to be too long, people, but big up to everybody who voted. I genuinely do think a goalkeeper is needed, and it's so vital for the beginning of the season. Looks like Arsenal are getting there. Big up to Brand G. Brand G says, "Do you think we're signing John Victor guy? Is he the guy who's Fluminense or Botafogo, one of the Brazilian team's goalkeepers? I think if that's what you're talking about,
Who the fuck is John Victor?
he's. I think he might be the goalkeeper. John Victor. Let me just have a look. I think he might have been the goalkeeper. Victor. Yeah, he's the Brazilian. Yeah, Brazilian goalkeeper. Um, yeah, it's saying Manchester United. Here's what Manchester United want. John Victor. Yeah, apparently he's really really good. He plays for Botafogo. Um, yeah, he's a good
Botafogo.
goalkeeper. Yeah, Botafogo. Yeah, this is the guy. I can show you him.
How old is he?
Let me just see. Let me get this up. Yeah, he's 29 years old.
This is where I always go with this. I always go with the age and where you playing. So when you combine the age with the place you playing, like, if he's that good, why didn't he get snatched up? He's still 29 years old, playing in Brazil. Why didn't he get snatched up by any European club or
Mhm.
yet? Why is he still in Brazil playing? Goalkeeper are in demand, is a lost trade at this point in time. We don't have many goalkeepers worldwide. Maybe we can
Mm.
count them on our fingers. Why is he still in Brazil?
Well, there we go. Because some people don't want to leave, so this is the goalkeeper. This is this guy here. Manchester United ready to submit an offer. The Botafogo goalkeeper John Victor, according to reports in Brazil. United have already held talks to sign Emilio Man this summer, and the Argentinian international is keen to move to Old Trafford. However, United is not prepared to meet Aston Villa's 40 million asking price for the 32-year-old World Cup winner. United are in the market for an open due to injury Onana's inconsistent performance in the last two seasons at Old Trafford, following his 47 million move from Inter Milan in 2003. Onana has attracted interest from Monaco this summer. He's also set to miss the start of United's preseason campaign due to his hamstring injury. Uh, and it's an early doubt for their Premier League opener against Arsenal on the 17th of August. So, yeah.
I have a
The
question
report,
for you, no, Dean, right? Assuming that we bring in a goalkeeper, um, that we bring in a goalkeeper in the order of like All Black, for example, or Martinez, do you think that's going to change our season? Do you think it's going to make us jump from relegation form to maybe above top 10?
Yeah. Well, I think a good goalkeeper can really help us. I mean, look what it says here. Look, it's basically saying John Victor joined Botafogo in like 5.8 million. Like it's like 85,000. It's like under a million. Deal from Santos 18 months ago, and helped the Brazilian side win Serie A, the Brazilian league, and the Copa Libertadores last year. He was named in both Serie A and Copa Libertadores Team of the Year 2004. So yeah, it looks like this guy is an interesting guy, but
All right. The,
you
the
know it
other
is
test
what it is.
is he called to the national team? Is he the national team goalkeeper?
I mean, the national goalkeeper is the best goalkeeper in the world, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, Liverpool. Yeah, that guy.
That guy. That
That
guy.
how can I forget that he's actually Brazilian?
Yeah, he's Brazilian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up
Well,
Phil. Phil sent me this. Big up to Phil. Phil. Sorry, John O'Keen posted this. And this is just an indictment. So it's good that some of the fans are waking up. I mean, some of it is a bit too late for my liking, but you know, we predicted it, a lot of it on here. But big up to Phil. Phil sent me this tweet, and it's an interesting tweet. A professional, competent recruitment team identifies the weakness in a team that finished 15th. Nothing personal to specific players, but the goalkeeper, the whole midfield, the forward were the reasons we fail miserably. The recruitment department has added none so far.
okay.
Yeah,
So
big up
bringing
to
in a
Phil.
goalkeeper, bringing in a goalkeeper will help. Yeah, sure. Just wanted to inform everybody that we're all in the same boat. The people who are already mad, and the people who also are still hopeful and say that we're negative. We're all in the same boat. So the only difference is that the boat is eventually going to crash if we keep going in this direction. Just we already grab our life vest. So um,
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But let's get into the second topic, people. Let's get into the second topic, and we stop sharing this. Let's get into our second topic, people. And let's see if we've got 60 likes yet on the video. Let me just have a look. Let me just have a look at the vote. Okay, 59%, 56% have said no. 57% have said no. 43% said yeah, they're going to sign a goalkeeper. Okay, that's interesting. A lot of you are keeping the faith. But yeah, let's get into the second. So the second topic is as it goes, my friend. Big up to you, Luani. Luani, how's the weather
yeah,
out there in New York State, man?
well, this is good. We hit a 90 on the thermometer today. It's a
We're
little hot.
roasting here in the UK, bro. We're roasting. We're
Same,
roasting.
same,
We're roasting here,
same.
man. We're
Do you
roasting.
believe in global warming?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I think they've messed up the planet so much that there's going to be more droughts.
Mm. Do you
Yeah.
think there's a situation in which is reversible?
Say that again.
Do you think it's reversible at this point? Or we just done, we're
I
cooked?
think we needed to have done the work. We're cooked. I think we need to stop it right now if we're going to be. Yeah. I think we need to stop it. Definitely need to stop it right now if we're going to get anything. Yeah. 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 But big up to everybody. But let's go talk about it. So tomorrow, Luani, tomorrow the 14th of July, Mbeumo is supposed to be reporting for pre-season training with Brentford. If he doesn't turn up tomorrow by midday, we don't hear any reports of Mbeumo turning up at Brentford for the pre-season training. Because some of the players were in a week early. You know, some of the reserves players they were in. Some of the players are coming back tomorrow. So I think Mbeumo might try to force the move if he doesn't turn up tomorrow to Brentford training. What do you think about that?
There's a lot of aspects of this conversation that we need to have. The first thing we need to make sure of, I don't know if he have been established, is does the player want to come here to us? Did he come out and say he wanted to come here? So if this is the situation, then of course, if he doesn't show up at training tomorrow, that's him strong arming the Brentford board enforcing the move. In that case, we don't know how they're going to react. What is the issue with Manchester not meeting the evaluation at this point? What are they haggling about? How much money is Brentford asking for for this to be dragging? I've heard a lot of speculation on my hopeful fan saying that the deal was done, that over the 4th of July weekend here, they're waiting for the stock market. The stock market is closed for the long weekend. And on Monday, when the stock market reopens, they're going to announce it. And everything is going to go. The United stock are going to go up. But guess what? A week and a half, 2 weeks removed from 4th of July, we're still here. And Mbeumo is not holding a shirt. So what is it now? So yes, tomorrow, if he doesn't show up, that's definitely him forcing a move, given the fact that he already said that his preference is to come to us. So that's what I think.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting, and I genuinely think it will show how much he wants to come to Manchester United, and it will show how frustrated he is being with Manchester United's negotiations, because the idea that he has to go back and return there, and then everybody at the club, they're going to be begging him to stay. Come on, Mbeumo, give us another year, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So I genuinely do think it's going to be very, very interesting to see.
But the funny part, the funny part is that we're not a better team than Brentford, right? So if he decides he want to come here, that really, really means that he's coming from something else than I won't say the money, because he's already been agreeing on that he's going to be over 200 grand. But that will at least make us, that will be refreshing to see that he's not coming here for all the wrong reason, especially that Brentford is a better team.
Yeah. Big up Stephanie Griffith saying, get Kovac back to Old Trafford. Apparently, Kovac is no longer number one at Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen have signed, is it the Brighton goalkeeper, if I'm not mistaken, the Dutch guy? I think they signed the Dutch goalkeeper who plays for Brighton. Does he play for Brighton? Somebody help me out in the chat. 4 away from 50 likes. People, let's go, Stephanie Griffin. Love. Let's go, people. Like the video. Yeah, Flecken. Yeah, they signed Flecken, didn't they? So I won't be against that. I really like Kovac as a young player. He had an unbelievable temperament. He's won the league. He's lost the league. And he challenged, and at least he's won a trophy. He was part of a very successful football team. Yeah, he was a Brentford fucking goalkeeper. Sorry, Flecken. Yeah, from Brentford. So yeah, people need
now,
to.
Nuruddin, if we flip it the other way, what if he shows up at training tomorrow? Now what?
Then I think he's just been super professional, like somebody said here. He's just been super professional player, so he's not going to be able to do that. But for me, I think he's given Manchester United more than enough time to try to get this deal done, so we can at least, get to Manchester United and have a pre-season with Manchester United and be able to go on the tour. I mean, we play next Sunday, don't we, against Leeds United?
Yeah.
And then what will then make 5 weeks on Sunday, on the 17th of August, is our first Premier League game, Super Sunday.
Yeah,
so exactly next Sunday, like, that's our first game. And I think we're going to need Mbeumo to settle in, because he's not played, he's not played for Amarin. He might have played for tactically flexible guy, tactician, Thomas Frank, who's now at Spurs. And if then somebody buys Wizard It's going to be very difficult. I don't know who the new Brentford manager is. I think they hired an Irish guy, if I'm not mistaken. Who's the new Brentford manager? Let me just check. New Brentford manager. Brentford coach. Who's the new Brentford coach? Yeah, he's an Irish guy, yeah. Keith Andrews. Keith Andrews used to always play for Republic of Ireland. I remember him, yeah, Keith Andrews.
But honestly,
yeah,
I don't even know why we don't.
Coach.
I don't know why we don't go for Wisa as well. I think the Wisa is also as good as Mbeumo, honestly. Yes, Mbeumo is
Yeah, I mean Keith Andrews was there. He was a set piece coach at Brentford. They've just promoted him to head coach. You know what I mean? They promoted Kovar to Brentford goalkeeper. Yeah, Wissa is class. Yeah, the Keith we know is a muppet. Big up to Saul for the inside jokes. So solid player he was. Andrews was a solid player, yeah, 100%. Big up to everybody. Yo, I'm getting bitten by some insects here in the garden, man. But big up, my skin's sweet, my blood is sweet, sorry. My skin got coconut oil all over, and then my skin is sweet. Sweet skin of man, people.
I have to concur
people,
with that.
Yeah, people, it is what it is. Like, it's got to be tough, but I just genuinely do think, people, I'm telling all of you, look, keep an eye on tomorrow. Brian Mbeumo, to see report back at Brentford preseason training. Actually, let me just get this on the. Let me just ask this quickly as a community question. Let's just go. Let's do a quick poll on him on this one. Let's see what the therapy army think. I'm always interested to see how we make the show as democratical as we can. Will Mbeumo turn up? Report back to Brentford pre-season tomorrow. Yeah. On Monday. 14th. Let me know what you think, people. Is it a yay or a nay? What do you think, Luwani? Would he report back to the training? Do you expect to see him back in training with Brentford tomorrow?
Based on the history that he had with Brentford, I've never seen him throw a tantrum or never heard his name in the tabloids when he was at Brentford. I will say that he have a pretty good relationship with the team and the board. So my guess is he'll report to training just to be a consummate professional, and then they'll work something out. If you keep dragging, Brentford always have the leverage because he signed a contract. So if Manchester United does not meet that evaluation, they're not in the obligation to lower the price. They're not in the obligation. Let's see who falls first. Either it's going to be United or it's going to be Brentford. But where will Mbeumo put his hand in the balance and exert pressure? We know the Glazers are cheap. They cheap. That's it. Mbeumo is not gonna call his agent. His agent is not gonna pick up the phone call and start calling Omar Barada and say, I can't get my man for the price that is fixed. That's not the way it works. So it's very likely that Mbeumo will exert pressure on the Brentford board to lower their evaluation if they don't come to an agreement. So tomorrow, I expect him to show up at training. If he become ugly, then they likely going to hold him hostage. The club always has the power. The player is always in a difficult position because the season will start the others will go. The game will keep playing, but he'll fall out. He'll be sitting at home. He won't be part of the team. And so the player is always in a bad position. So we'll see what happens.
Big up to Dan Ranga. He says, "Do you think Manchester United will announce Jojo's Lord Voldemort on a free if the Mbeumo deal collapses? Why the hell would you wish that on Manchester United fans? We do not want to sign Lord Voldemort. We do not want to sign Lord Voldemort from Harry Potter. No, we're not getting Voldemort, man.
John Joe Shelby. Damn.
Yeah, that's a blast from the past. I'll never forget Lord Voldemort when he played for Liverpool. He got sent off at Anfield, and then he went to, as he was going off the pitch, going down the tunnel. He started looking at Fergie, screaming at Fergie, "It's all your fault! It's your fault!"
No, he's one of those players that he was very talented. I used to rate him a lot, but the work rate was not there at all. His passing range was excellent, but he just won't run on the pitch. So,
yeah, big up Solar. Al-Khanous, I really like him. Will be a brilliant signing up as a backup. Yeah, he's a good player, Al-Khanous. Would be a shame if we missed out on cashing in Aaron Mitchell. Well, it is what it is, people. Let me just have a look at this and let me see how many of you. Let's get to 100 likes for the video, people. That's our target. Let's get to 100 likes.
Where are we with the outgoing?
We're nowhere. We're nowhere to be seen, my friend. Nowhere. We don't know what to believe. It's all a bit of clickbait in FC. So, yeah, will Mbeumo report back to Brenford preseason on Monday the 14th? 67% of you have said yes. 33% of you are saying no. So 33% of you are saying, being hopeful, saying he's going to be reporting back. We're nowhere near. We're nowhere near. Apparently, Garnacho wants to stay. He wants to stay in the Premier League. He doesn't want to go abroad. Rashford's still waiting for this Barcelona move. And Barcelona have said they're quite relaxed till the end of the window because Barcelona have run out of enough levers to pull. So, and they're not selling many players, Barcelona. So they're just living on a prayer at the moment. I think they might try to loan Marcus Rashford because he's got 3 years left on his contract. 3 years still left. Garnacho, I don't know how. I think he's got 2 years left on his contract, if I'm not mistaken. Sancho, he's only got 1 year left on his contract, so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens.
Garnacho is not that much of a problem for me because he was only on 50 grand a week. But whoever sanctioned that contract of Rashford still have 3 years left on almost 300 grand a week. We need to find that person.
Yeah.
I know he's a homeborn, but you talking we already, the players have already reported to camp. And people, this is the situation that we have. We have 4 first teamers: Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony, Sancho, that are still United players. Some of those people don't want to come back here. Some of them, the coach doesn't want them. And they're still United players. They're still on our book. That's how messy this Ineos best in class is. Let it sink in.
Yeah. It's going to be very interesting. No, I would not take Vlahovic. No chance. Just think about it. Why are Juventus terminating his contract? Ask yourself the question, why? And that gives you the answer or each and every time. Why would we go and get a player that a big club like Juventus are terminating his contract? He's an absolute, he's not that type of guy.
100%
type of guy. He's not that. 100%. I mean, look at the strikers we're linked to. Let me go through the list for you, right? Vlahovic, Vardy, Callum Wilson, Calvin Lewin, Calvin Lewin. Who else have we're linked to? There's a 5th striker that we were linked to, and I've forgotten it. Please help me, people. So Vardy, Vlahovic, Callum Wilson, Calvin Lewin, and somebody else we were linked to. Oh, Moses Keane, 5. Moses Keane is the only one who's actually a healthy striker. Oh, and Nicholas Jackson 6. He's healthy in terms of he's not injury prone. He's not a guy that is injury prone. And now today we link with Nicholas Jackson, but I think they're just reaching. I really think they're reaching.
No, you know that list Nuruddin is a trolling list, but at the end of it, you say Nicholas Jackson. Please give me Nicholas Jackson. At this point, no, at this point, just give me Nicholas Jackson.
Luan is a big Nicholas Jackson fan, just like Jarvis. Pick up Jarvis wherever he is.
If you give me Nicholas Jackson, I can at least troll my son. You know.
Does your son like him? Does he like you? Does he like Nicholas Jackson?
I forced him to like him.
Pick up Luan.
I forced him to like him. So,
but they want 60 million. Chelsea are smoking something. Honestly, they're smoking something, man.
You see Chelsea. You see what they do. You see what they do to us. They love trolling us. First of all, they took Liam Dunlap. They took him away from us, and now they want to give us Nicholas Jackson for 60 million.
Facts.
They love trolling us. I think that they just do it on purpose. They don't have any reason. They take satisfaction in torturing us as a club.
Yeah. Definitely. They're definitely torture
60
million. Yeah, Chelsea get their money, man. Listen, what do you think of the Madueke situation where Arsenal fans are signing a petition to say no thank you? What do you think about that? That says a lot, to be fair. If I was him, I wouldn't go there because the fans, large parts of the fan base, do not want him.
You know, sometimes when I look at the way the fan base reacts, fan bases in general, I think it's an entitlement. But of course, that's what football is supposed to be about, right? Banter. If you look at if the coach have you consistently in second place and your progress is evident in the past 4 years, for the past 4 years that he's been there, hey, you know, you have to trust some of his decisions. Yes, not every decision will come out like perfect. He's taken Havertz, William, and some things didn't really work out. But Madueke is a pretty good player, and I think for Arsenal, yes, he could be. I think he plays on the right, if I'm not mistaken. He usually come in on the right. So, I mean, he could be an understudy for Saka because we all know how Saka is getting rest. He's been overused for the past 3 years or so. And Arsenal is involved in a lot of competition. But then I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I just think that they're too entitled. They're over-exaggerating this. We're taking player from Chelsea. We're supposed to be rival. This is not supposed to happen. And they're exaggerating the whole, we're mad and all that nonsense. But football is football. Now it's mercenary all over the place. Players, we took Van Persie from them, and we won the league with Van Persie. So what? It's not what it used to be anymore. The clubs don't care. They will sell to their rivals. They will buy from their rivals. We fans are we the one getting emotional over this whole thing. Let him have Madueke. We need to worry about our own damn self.
But 52 million is crazy, though. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm saying to you, are they running some sort of like intelligence, like blackmailing scheme, Chelsea, when it comes to United and when it comes to Arsenal? Because they gave us Mason Mount for 55 million. They gave them what's his name, the German player. Oh, the striker for Arsenal. They gave Havertz, for 75 million. And so it's crazy. It's crazy what's happening, people. But
I'll be honest with you, right?
I think he's a young player. I think he can develop. I think he needs coaching. And I think there's a bit of talent there. And it just needs to be more consistent. But 52 million for him, no chance.
I'll be kind of honest.
Listen, Chelsea fans want essay. No, it's not Chelsea. Arsenal fans want essay from Crystal Palace.
I agree with them. Eze is a fantastic player. I rate him really highly, and I was heartbroken when we went for Cunha instead of Eze. I think Eze would have cost us less money. I think so. But coming back to the Arsenal discussion, the relationship between Arsenal and Chelsea, when I look at both teams and the way both board operate, you can kind of understand the business between them, though, because Boy buy players for Maresca. I don't think Maresca have anything to say whatsoever. He buy and sell players for Maresca. Eventually, if Maresca doesn't produce, he's going to leave. But on the other hand, Arsenal is on board 100% with what Arteta is doing because he has taken them from here to here and he's competing every year. So I think Arteta is literally calling the shot over there. And whatever Arteta wants, they will give him. So given the players that he brought from Chelsea to Arsenal, I think he's just overthinking the whole thing a little bit. Maybe he have a plan in mind, or he have a system, he have a way he's going to use Madueke that Maresca did not think of. But both coach are on a horse. Both coach are operating in different environment. Maresca, if you don't produce, he have to sideline you, and then once he sideline you, it's his job on the line. He haven't proven anything yet, right? He's sideline you. Once he sideline you, Bole is gonna ship you out. But with Arsenal, even if you don't produce, since Arteta is the one who bring you in, he can still offer you that cover, and the board will not be able to sell you. So I think that's the situation that the Arsenal fans are stuck in. But this season is going to be a reckoning season for Arteta as well. If he goes down, even if he finish third, if he doesn't, if he competes all the way to the end and then he lost the title by a little bit, maybe they will overlook it. But anything less than competing until the last days or winning it, yeah, he's going to be on the hot seat.
Big up Sola. Sola, you're 100% right. He says, who cares about Arsenal? They're anti-free speech. Hopefully, they'll never win Free Palestine. They're a Zionist football club, man, with a Zionist fan channel as well. They're all Zionists, man. Fuck them.
Really?
Too many Zionists.
Robbie?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Robbie kicked out a brother called Mohammed Mo, who used to wear a Free Palestine lapella on his when he was doing his match reaction, and he told him to take it off. He can't wear that anymore.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Well,
Robbie's under the thumb, man. Robbie's bowing down to the Zionists, man, the Zionist logic. But then when it was Ukraine, Robbie's there talking about Ukraine, man. Bullshit. By the way, somebody in the comments asked me the other day why I never say free Ukraine, because I think NATO is taking over, has hijacked Ukraine, and NATO are an empire. They are empire, Western empire, encroaching on Russian territory. And if you don't believe me, you need to go and read the history properly. The old school, when the fall of the Soviet Union, many deals were negotiated, and NATO has not respected those deals. Now, my heart goes out to the Ukrainian person on the street, but the Ukrainian in the army, they have literal Nazis. Go and look them up. Osov Battalion, they're Nazis.
Yeah, Azov Battalion,
right? Yeah, they're Nazis. And they're also deeply Zionist. Some Ukrainian soldiers are fighting and murdering and committing a genocide in Gaza and in Palestine. If you don't know, you don't know. Me, I pay attention to everything, people. So my heart breaks for the civilians of Ukraine, but I do not support the Ukrainian army, and I will never support the Ukrainian fucking Zionists.
Let me tell you a funny
this thing
story.
is bigger than just Ukraine-Russia thing. This is NATO's encroachment around Russia, because they want to defeat Russia. They want to control Russia. Go ahead.
No, it's just my next story.
And by the way, That's not me endorsing Putin or endorsing any of the actions of the Russians. I'm just telling you my facts. Russians are some fucked up people as well. The Russians, they do some fucked up things, and what they're doing in terms of what's happening in the Middle East and everywhere else is all there as well. But yeah, go ahead, Luwani.
No, my next door neighbor is he's a Ukrainian Jew. So when we have discussion, like political discussion, he always tell me, yeah, the Muslims are trying to kill us and blah blah blah. I say no, 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 no. I'm born Muslim. That's not the way it works. So I think the tendency on everywhere we go is that people try to use information that they got, whether they verify it or not, to assign it to a whole group of people. There are mean people everywhere, there are nice people everywhere. But generally, we want to believe that most people are nice, most people have common sense. And that's why I try to tell him all the time that make sure you have a personal experience with Muslim, and then before you make a judgment, don't just believe what's in the news, what the narrative is, um, and then based off that. I don't have any issue with people in general, um, regardless of religion, because my mom is Christian, my dad is a Muslim. Now, of course, there are people there are extremists on both sides. The crusade, and but always look for the motive. When you hear that somebody, when they tell you somebody, oh, is this, is a terrorist, blah blah blah, he's blowing himself up, just ask yourself why would somebody take their own life? There's always a reason underneath. The Japanese, when they were doing the kamikaze thing during the Second World War, is because the emperor made them believe that if Japan was to be defeated, their kids, their wife will be enslaved. So all that is all it depends on the narrative. But what's clear, then the Palestine thing is clear for everybody to see. It's clear who's perpetrating and who's the perpetrator and who are the victim. Ukraine and Russia is not that. Obviously there's a lot of things happening in the background, and those two countries have a common past. So let's just leave it there.
Yeah, big up Luwani. Big up Ben. So big up the URT. Big up Nuruddin. Hit those likes. Like, subscribe. Big up Nuruddin and the Sunshine. Big up Luwani. Listen, big up, man. Up the Irish. Up the Irish.
Big up.
Free Ireland. Free Ireland, mate. Free Ireland from British occupation. Love and light. Big up to everybody. And light, man. People will leave you with it. But let's just get to the thing, please. Let's get to 100 likes on the video. Those of you watch it, make sure you smash the like on the video. When we asked the question, will Mbeumo report back to Brentford pre-season tomorrow? 58% of you said yes, 42% of you said no. So tomorrow we'll know if he's forcing the move, if he's really putting pressure on Manchester United and Brentford to sort this deal out. If he doesn't turn up, it'd be really interesting if he turns up. So yeah, big up. Onana out injured when he's playing football in Africa. We ain't signing any keeper, people. We ain't signing midfielder either. But big up to everybody. Please smash a like, subscribe to the channel, like, share. Big up. Make sure you check out Amuwan Luwani 1979 on X. United Trucker. I think that's what your name should be on X. United Trucker, mate. United Trucker, mate. New York State Trucker.
I'll change that. When I'm driving to New Jersey, I see the billboard of Manchester United on the billboard. I think
West Ham.
They have a tournament coming in the area.
Yeah, West Ham. Yeah. West Ham. And who else?
Yeah,
Everton. I think it's Everton. Everton.
Yeah.
Everton. Yeah.
I'm thinking about taking my son, but then I remember what the way the Glazers are doing their business, and I'm like,
don't bother, bro.
F this. No, I'm not going there.
Yeah. So. Big up, man. Big up to everybody. Big up to everybody. Please smash the like on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And catch us tomorrow. Maybe we'll drop a video on what's going on tomorrow, if any news breaks. But I'll definitely do a video on Mbeumo tomorrow. But love people. Look after each other. And we'll see you out. Keep that, those of us, wherever you are, if it's summer, make sure you keep hydrated, people. And make sure you get that sunblock on. Yes, black people need sunblock too. Remember that, people. Don't believe the hype. Peace, love, light. Take care.
Take care. Bye.